Imagine if the Titanic could have steered clear of disaster, or if people in tsunami-prone areas had personal unsinkable pods to keep them safe. This video showcases innovative inventions that have the potential to save countless lives. You'll discover a personal flood capsule, a fireproof suit, a safety bed, firefighting drones, and more. Want to see how we'll manage to survive in the coming years? Make sure to watch this video all the way through. Flying cars are no longer science fiction, but basically a reality. But what if something suddenly goes wrong during a flight? Engineers at Xpeng Aero HT have come up with a solution: a multi-parachute rescue system. If your vehicle suddenly fails and the propeller stops spinning, a pyrotechnic mechanism is triggered at about 50 meters in the air. The container's lid blasts off, the parachutes deploy, and your descent slows to 5.2 meters per second, which is a speed that lets passengers land safely. Everything happens automatically, there's no time to panic. The system's currently in testing and details haven't been revealed yet, but the idea is pure genius. After all, a flying car without a parachute isn't all that confidence-inspiring. When the sea is stormy, approaching a platform or ship to rescue people is nearly impossible. Yet sometimes it's a matter of life or death. That's where the Safe Transfer Personnel Basket, aka the Model 1145-4N, comes in. At first it looks like a large basket on a rope, but in reality it's a sophisticated piece of rescue equipment. It's certified to strict NORSOC and DNV standards. Designed to absorb impacts, stay afloat, protect people from falls and strong winds, and safely transfer them, even in waves up to 6 meters high. It weighs 670 kilograms, seats 4 people, and operates in temperatures from 70 to minus 50 degrees Celsius. The designers thought of everything, from safety belts to space for a stretcher. But the most remarkable feature is its lifespan. It can serve for 30 years under icy blasts, salty spray, and constant movement. It's a true safety pod suspended between the heavens and the waves. If a person is choking, help is needed not just fast, but instantly. Sonmole offers an effective solution, a rescue device about the size of a book. The principle's brilliantly simple. All you need to do is press it against a person's mouth and push a button. Inside, a powerful vacuum generates 33 kilopascals of pressure, enough to literally suck the obstruction out of their airways. There are masks in different sizes, including a children's version, making it suitable for the whole family. The main advantage is its simplicity. There's no need for complex techniques, so even someone with no training or experience can use it quickly and effectively. The kit comes with a wall holder for the kitchen, where these emergencies most often happen. It's not a medical device, it's a life-saving gadget that should be in every home. Some say a drowning person will grab even a piece of straw, but modern technology offers something much better. The Diddy JX-6A drone. It's a hybrid of a quadcopter and a life preserver that can fly over and lower itself to a person in trouble within a 1 kilometer radius from the operator. The drone's camera and GPS navigator help pinpoint the exact location of the person in danger. It's waterproof with a rating of IP68, which means it performs reliably in tough conditions. The main feature of this drone is its two-way communication. While the person hangs onto the flotation ring, the operator can view the scene in real time and guide further rescue efforts. The system then transmits the precise location and condition of the person to the rescue team. It's not just a piece of technical equipment, it's a whole new way to carry out water rescues, where every second matters. Risking your life to rescue someone is a brave act, but it's not always a safe one. There are many stories where attempts to rescue someone from drowning ended in tragedy for both people. Engineers in India came up with a solution where a machine, not a person, is put at risk during the rescue. Safe Seas is a remotely controlled rescue buoy that combines the speed of a small boat with the agility of a water drone. It's designed to be highly buoyant and streamlined, allowing it to move at speeds of up to 7 meters per second, even in strong waves, and operate within a radius of 3 kilometers from the operator. The buoy can be fitted with a video camera for better coordination during the rescue. The engineers are proud of their creation, since this life-saving system was developed in record time, just 11 months. If the lifeguards in Baywatch had a Safe Seas, the show would have lost half its episodes, but many cinematic lives could have been saved. Fires in high-rise buildings regularly expose a key weakness of modern evacuation systems: their dependency on electricity. Nerigo offers an elegant solution that draws its power from the most reliable force: gravity. It's a gravity-powered lift that uses a person's own weight to control their descent. All you need to do is press a pedal. The heavier the person, the smoother the ride downward. After the evacuation, the system automatically resets and is ready for the next use. It's especially helpful for elderly people, people with disabilities, and pregnant women. Picture a robot that grows like a vine, weaving its way into gaps a snake couldn't squeeze through. Scientists at MIT Lincoln Laboratory created unique soft robots inspired by the way plants grow. These pneumatic tendrils inflate from within and can curve around obstacles. At their tip are the rescue team's eyes, cameras and sensors that send back a real-time 3D map of the wreckage. The robot has the remarkable ability to navigate a collapse without disturbing the delicate balance of debris, allowing it to find survivors trapped beneath. However, this technology isn't without weaknesses. A sharp piece of debris can puncture its membrane, and a drop in air pressure can turn this sophisticated explorer into a powerless hose. So far, these robots are just lab prototypes, but who knows, maybe in a few years these mechanical vines may become a standard tool in every rescue team's kit, alongside search and rescue dogs. When a forest fire turns into a raging inferno and manned aircraft are powerless due to thick smoke, fire swarm drones come into play. These aren't just ordinary quadcopters, they're autonomous firefighters, each able to carry up to 400 kilograms of water or flame suppressant. These firefighting drones can operate where it's impossible for people to survive, for example in toxic smoke, or in the middle of a roaring blaze. Right now, Fireswarm is making a huge stride forward. The project is a finalist in the prestigious Fire Grants Challenge by Conservation X Labs. When the ground starts to shake and buildings collapse like houses of cards, a person asleep has little chance to survive. Deia Semenov, an inventor from Deia Insert, came up with a radical solution: a bed that transforms into a shelter in seconds. This is how this invention operates. Sensors respond to the first tremors, triggering a transformation. In some models, the mattress drops into a steel box. In others, protective panels fold over it. The result is the same. The person finds themselves safely enclosed in a protective capsule that can withstand falling debris. But the true genius lies in the details. Air vents keep the person from suffocating, and hidden under the mattress is a complete survival kit, including everything you might need, from water and a first aid kit to a fire extinguisher. Wildfires can destroy entire communities in a matter of minutes. But now, with Blaze Barrier, your home can defend itself against the flames, even without firefighters present. This system quickly sets up a barrier against the fire. Simply place modules around your home, and when the fire approaches, a detonator releases a special powder into the air to extinguish the flames and prevent them from spreading. The powder is eco-friendly and leaves no harmful residue in the soil. After setting up the system, you should gather your most important belongings and leave right away, as Blaze Barrier isn't a long-term solution. It just gives you extra time to evacuate. But when everything is engulfed in flames, even an extra 10 or 15 minutes can make a life-saving difference. When a person falls overboard, their chances of rescue often come down to visibility. The Canadian Rescue Arch safety device solves this problem with elegant simplicity. It's an inflatable arch that attaches to a standard life vest and transforms the person into a bright beacon nearly 1.5 meters tall. The idea is brilliantly simple. In an emergency, the person manually activates the system, and within seconds, a tall arch filled with air and reflectors pop up above the water. It performs two roles at once, adding flotation and making the person much more visible, even in a storm. The key to Rescue Arch's design is its careful balance of functionality and freedom of movement. It doesn't restrict the person's ability to move, but it certainly makes them much easier to spot. However, it's worth remembering, this is an addition to a life vest, not a replacement. A close encounter with a bear shouldn't end in tragedy, and that's exactly what the creators of Gallagher Bear Fencing had in mind. This unique protective system sets up a reliable barrier, an electric fence that scares bears away without causing harm. It's a simple concept. A fence powered by a small generator emits a pulse of electricity about once every 1.3 seconds. The generator is grounded with a rod driven into the soil. Whenever a bear touches the fence, it closes the electrical loop, sending a brief shock through its body, enough to startle it but not harm it. The autonomous system is perfect for remote areas. Portable kits can be quickly set up around a campsite or farm. Although it's not a 100% guarantee, especially against particularly aggressive bears, it significantly reduces the risk of unwanted encounters. When a fire blocks stairwells and elevators become death traps, the Bimatic system offers an alternative path to safety. This innovative evacuation platform turns gravity from a danger into an ally. The idea is impressively reliable. The person attaches a harness, and the system starts a smooth descent down a set of cables without electricity. The descent is carefully controlled, and the simple operation means it can be used even in a state of panic. As the person drops, they push against the building's facade with their feet, applying just enough pressure to avoid spinning or turning their back to the wall. The Bimatic's key feature is its versatility. It can be integrated into both new and existing buildings, adding additional evacuation routes. When a person's heart stops, every second matters. The problem is that even the most experienced medics are human, and humans get tired, especially when they have to perform chest compressions 100 times in a bouncing ambulance. That's where Corpal CPR comes in. It's a robot designed for cardiopulmonary resuscitation, which simply doesn't know what fatigue means. It precisely measures depth and rate of compressions, adjusts itself and even syncs with a defibrillator, pausing for shock delivery and then resuming immediately. It's very convenient, and it saves lives, because in those moments each pause could be fatal. The device weighs 5.5 kilograms, runs on a battery and fits easily into a backpack. It can be used in a car, a helicopter or an operating room. If you or a loved one are at risk of falling due to a stroke, age, or health issues, a single misstep can lead to hospitalization. The S-Airbag Intelligent Vest is a smart vest that uses sensors to predict a fall and deploys its integrated airbags in just 100 milliseconds. The head, neck, back, hips, and pelvis are all key areas, and they're enveloped by an air cushion before the body even hits the ground. The vest charges up, runs autonomously for days, and even alerts relatives if it's triggered. After use, there's no need to dispose of it. You simply replace the cartridge and recharge it. It's a real way to reduce the risk of serious injuries and keep people active and independent, even in their later years. The average price of the vest on the manufacturer's website is $999. An avalanche isn't just a pile of snow, it's a death trap, encasing a person in a freezing prison with no oxygen. SafeBack SBX is challenging this danger with a revolutionary technology. The system taps into the hidden potential of snow, its porous structure. Built-in pumps filter the surrounding snow, extract the precious oxygen molecules, and create a stable air pocket around the face of the person trapped. The device can operate for 90 minutes at -30 degrees Celsius, which is enough time for a rescue team to reach the victim. The unique design integrates into a backpack and is activated by simply pulling a T-shaped handle. It's not a passive protective measure, it's an active life support system that lets a person survive where previously it seemed impossible. Helicopter rescue missions will never be the same. Vita Rescue System has created a revolutionary smart basket that transforms air rescues. It's not just a metal cage, but a high-tech platform with a mind of its own. Built-in stabilization, powered by a magnetic drive and vector control, constantly monitors 1,000 parameters a second and instantly adjusts to wind and turbulence. The result is impressive. The basket stabilizes in 3 seconds and lifts survivors 4 times faster than traditional methods. The main advantage is its intuitive control. A specialized wireless controller lets the operator maneuver the basket like a drone from up to 300 meters away, placing it with pinpoint accuracy in the most challenging conditions. The system is universal, as it can be integrated with medical stretchers, rescue baskets, and other equipment, and its lithium iron phosphate batteries keep it reliable even in extreme temperatures. When temperatures break records and ordinary protective gear melts like wax, Fireall 9000 comes to the rescue for firefighters and anyone else who works in extremely high temperatures. This thermal suit can withstand remarkable heat thanks to its unique multi-layer design. The aluminized outer layer reflects heat, while the inner layers slow its penetration.
That is so cool.
The suit is also equipped with a specialized breathing system to protect the wearer's lungs. Another key advantage is mobility. Unlike bulky alternatives, this suit lets the wearer move freely, which is a crucial factor when battling a tough fire. More than a uniform, it's a professional tool for those who operate on the edge of what's possible. As firefighters joke, with Fireall, you can walk into hell, but not for long. When the earth starts to shake, ordinary buildings become death traps. But now engineers have a secret weapon: QuakeTech seismic dampers. These devices act like shock absorbers during earthquakes. The idea is brilliantly simple. At the first tremor, the dampening mechanisms activate and absorb the building's vibrations. The dampers are installed at key points, such as between floors and within the frame, creating a strong, flexible structure that can absorb shock. The main advantage is their independence. The system doesn't need power or maintenance. It's ready to respond at any moment. Although this technology is especially useful in earthquake-prone areas and requires additional investment during construction, the makers say it's a reliable investment in safety, a way to save thousands of lives. The story of the Titanic forever changed the way we think about safety at sea. The AntiTanic concept is a bold attempt to rethink life-saving equipment for large and medium-sized ships. It resembles a giant inflatable raft, and its modular structure lets it be adapted to different types of ships. The idea is ambitious. Instead of separate lifeboats, it's a single platform that can carry dozens of passengers. Bright coloring makes it visible from far away. Although it's still a concept, it already challenges centuries-old traditions in marine rescue and offers a radical new approach to mass evacuation. Someday, this might make the phrase "there aren't enough boats" a thing of the past. When a huge wave sweeps away everything in its path, you have just 15 or 20 minutes to save yourself. Tsunami ESP is a revolutionary concept. It's a personal inflatable capsule that transforms a hopeless situation into a chance for survival. The genius lies in its simplicity. The compact pod, kept in a closet or trunk, inflates into a watertight capsule in 25 seconds that's big enough to keep a whole family safe. It's not a huge lifeboat that needs specialized transport, it's a rescue capsule available to everyone. The project's creator, motivated by disasters in Asia, has already built 7 prototypes. The last piece of the puzzle is designing a compact inflation system. This is not just a business, but a mission to save millions of lives in coastal communities. Heat stroke is a dangerous condition that occurs after staying in the heat for a long time or strenuous physical activity. When the body overheats, the consequences can be fatal. That's when the Polar Life Pod comes to the rescue. It's a foldable, mobile pod made of durable PVC. The patient is placed in it and chilled quickly by adding ice-cold water. The design is tailored for fast, effective cooling. A two-way zipper makes it easy to put the patient in, and a flotation cushion supports their head above the water. The Polar Life Pod is especially useful, and sometimes life-saving, at sporting events, in industrial workplaces, during operations in extremely hot conditions, and in large crowds. The Polar Life Pod lets you start cooling immediately on site without having to wait for medical help. That can make all the difference when every minute matters. The price on the manufacturer's website is $424.